And so as you lie on your back, you're just allowing the palms to flip up and you're letting your feet fall open, softening through the legs. We're going to take some big, huge breaths in through the nose if you can. Really fill up your lungs, and then as you exhale, you hear that breath in the back of the throat. So as we go through class today, I want you to try to keep your breath in and out through the nose if possible. And nice and big, full breaths. We're going to begin with little movements in the hands and in the feet. So wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers, and start to make fists. Squeeze your hands and then spread your hands wide. And try that with the bottoms of the feet too. You're going to kind of curl the toes and engage the muscles of your feet, and then spread your toes. And just bringing this awareness into the hands and into the feet. And now let's start to roll out the wrists and the ankles. You're rolling them around in every direction. And then we're going to bend the knees. Take the feet flat. Take the feet wide apart and windshield wiper your thighs. So let your thighs drop to one side and drop them to the other side. Just getting into your hips with this action. Take your time, breathe big. Okay, from here, let's hold on to our knees and squeeze the thighs into the stomach, into the belly. Your head stays on the mat, your chin tucks in, and the back of the neck reaches to the floor. And you're just rocking from side to side, massaging out your lower back. We're going to start this class today working the abdominals, so just really bringing lots of awareness to your center, and then we will call upon that with our postures today. From here, take your legs to the ceiling. Try bending one knee and straightening out the other leg, making sure that your ankles are in line with your hips. Noticing if you can straighten out your leg, pull your toes towards your face, push your heels up. And pull the belly button in, push the low back down, and just feel like you're real firm through your core. Okay, let's take both legs now. Bring them as straight as you can. So if it feels a bit tight and you want to keep a bend, that's perfectly fine. If you've got that straight leg position, that's great. Arms can be along the side. We're going to do half leg drops. So on the inhale, drop one leg, any leg, halfway down. And then on the exhale, pull it back. Move nice and slow. Inhale, drop the other leg halfway down. Okay, you're not pushing a big, huge range of motion here. You're just dropping halfway and alternating 3. We're going to get to 10 with this. Move slowly. 4, and make the mind-muscle connection here to the belly. 5. Keep that belly button in and low back down. 6. Inhaling to drop. Exhaling. 7 to bring it back up. 8. Resist the urge to move quickly here with any kind of swing or momentum. Move slow. Okay, so that was 10. Now drop one leg down, doesn't matter which leg, into that half drop or half range of motion position. And then reach your hands up towards the ceiling. And we're going to exhale, do a crunch, and you're reaching for the toes of this leg. Give me 5 of these. So exhale, lift. Inhale, come down. Exhale, lift for 3. Inhale, come down. 4. One more time. 5. Okay, resting your head back down on the mat. Switch the legs. Drop the other one. Big exhale, crunch. Reach for your toes. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that'll do at 5. Okay, now let's just take the legs. Feet are on the ground. We're going to do some hip lifts or some bridge. keep your left heel nice and close to the glute. So when I reach down, I can feel my left heel. And now take your right heel and drive it a little bit further out and point the toes to the ceiling. Okay, so we're set up like this. Arms are along your sides. Pull the shoulder blades under your back. And let's do a big hip lift right here. So lift the hips up high and then bring them back down. We'll repeat this. Lift up 2 and down. 3 and down. We're going to 10. 4 and down. 5. 6. Really squeeze your glutes. Wake up these glutes. 7. 8. Hip bones as high as you can. 9. One more like this. 10. Now switch your legs. Pull your right foot in close to you. The full foot is connected to the mat. Push your left one out. Drive the heel down. Toes are up. Keep the blades under your back. Inhale, lift your hips and come back down. 1, 2, 3, 4. You should feel the hamstring. 5 in that left leg. 6. Really focus on the glute in the right. 8. Couple more. 9. And there we go at 10. Okay, let's rock and roll the length of the spine a few times. If you're okay to rock and roll the length of your spine and then rock and sit all the way up, we'll do that. If you need to lie on your side and push up carefully, then go ahead and do that. And then as you come up, swing your legs around and let's get into tabletop. And as soon as you're in tabletop, spread your hands, push your knuckles, get your wrists under your shoulders, knees under your hips, and begin with the arching and the rounding of your back. So as you breathe in, your head is up and your tail is up. And as you exhale, tuck your chin, tuck your tail, pull your abs in, pull your stomach muscles in. Big inhale, arch. And on your exhale, round it out, pull the belly in, do that again. And exhale. Okay, bring your back into that middle place. We're going to take our left knee to the left arm. I want to see how close you can get this knee to the arm. And as you pull the left knee to the left arm, you should be feeling a squeeze in the left obliques. Everybody's here. Hold it there. Contract. Now send this left leg back and then reach it around to the right side off of your mat. The toe taps down, you bring it back up, squeeze the glute, and you bring it back to the arm, squeeze the obliques. Give me 10. Send it back and over, bring it up and to the arm, 2. This should be like work, lots of work. 3, focus on the side squeeze. 4, focus on the strong left glute. 5 more. 6, contract your abs, get the knee to the arm, let's get there. 7, or let's really try. 8, 9, and there we go, 10. Take that left knee down. Same thing, begin with your right knee, pulling to your right arm, and hold it. And we're holding it here long enough that you're making that mind-muscle connection. That looks good, everyone. Send that leg back and then reach it over, tap. Strong glute, brings it up. Strong abs, touches the arm. 1, 2. As I drive my knee to my arm, I'm exhaling. 3. And 4. Good. I want to see big, huge movement. Drive that knee. 5. Keep that right glute fired up the whole time. 6, 7, 8, couple more, 9, and that will do, 10. Take the knee down and give yourself a child's pose after that. We're gonna flip our palms up just so your wrists can relax for a moment. If you wanna kinda roll them out, roll them out. But let's see if you can sit your bum right on the heels, Reach those arms forward, rest the forehead, and just take a big breath. That was hard work, and we just started. Okay. When you're ready, bring it to downward facing dog. Okay, and for downward facing dog, you want to set up these hands a good shoulder width apart, fingers forward, and then hips go high. And you look right through your feet. Feel like you're pushing your belly back towards your thighs. You can bend your knees a little bit. And you just know you don't want to feel like you're in a handstand. You don't want that crease at the wrist. You want to be pushing your stomach back towards your legs, keeping the weight in the legs, and making any movements that you want to here. And breathe. Okay, step your feet wider. Bend your knees and push back with your arms. Come to Ragdoll at the back of the mat. As soon as you come to the back of the mat, soften the knees, make sure your stomach is on your thighs, and shake out your head and swing a little from side to side. Pull your stomach muscles in, firm your abs, and then start to roll yourself up slowly. Your head comes up last. As soon as you come all the way to stand at the back of the mat, work the shoulder heads back, roll the shoulders back, interlace your hands and push out through your palms. Take the big inhale and reach over the head. Soften your knees here, and as you exhale, lean to the side, push out the hip. Big inhale, center, and on the exhale, push the hip to the other side. Good, inhale, center, drop your arms down nice and loose, and walk to the top of your mat. We're gonna start our little flow, beginning with Sun Salutation A. Big toes touch, heels are a little bit apart, you're right at the top of your mat. As you breathe in, you reach your arms up and you look up. Exhale, bend your knees into forward fold, push your stomach into your thighs. On the inhale, slide up your legs to half back and lengthen your spine here. So lift your tail and stick out your chest. And then exhale, hands come down to the mat, step back to plank and hold it. In your plank position, always think hip bones tuck to the bottom of the rib cage, contract your abs, look forward, and then drop the knees and drop the chest between the thumbs. The elbows hug tight. Big inhale, lift up for Cobra. And really pull these shoulder blades down your back. Exhale, lower back down. And then give me a few more Cobras, but let's do it with the fingers pushing into the floor at the side of the mat. So lift the elbows a little bit. As you breathe in, your chest lifts up and your shoulder blades pull down your back. Exhale, back down. Let's do two more. Inhale, pull your shoulders down. Exhale, one more time. Inhale, and exhale. Okay, hands back by the chest, peel off of your mat, take down dog, look through your feet. Reach both heels down, lift the sits bones up, and just breathe into the hamstrings. Into the calves. On your next inhale, look up through your thumbs, and as you exhale, start to move the body forward and then step your feet forward behind your hands. As soon as you get here, your knees are bent. Inhale to half back, lengthen out your spine. Pause. Exhale, fold back in, tuck in the chin. And then a big inhale, come all the way up, sweep up, look up. And as you exhale, your hands come down. Excellent. Okay, if you're not at the top of your mat, go ahead and get there. We're gonna bring the big toes to touch again. Little bit of space between the heels, but make sure the big toes are touching. Come down into chair pose. So this is a squat, and we are holding this chair pose for a moment. We're gonna play with inhale, lift your left arm up as high as you can. Hold it there. Good, relax your neck as you do this. And then exhale, bring that left arm down. Inhale, bring your right arm up. Hold and pause, get into the squat more, try not to come out of it. Exhale, bring it down. Okay, inhale, let's bring both arms up. So relax your neck, don't force the range of motion. Whatever you have, you have. Stop where you need to. Stay low in your chair. And then exhale, both arms come down. And you slowly stand up out of your squat. Beautiful. Take your left leg back. So pyramid stance. We don't have a huge space between the legs. Legs are straight, hands to hips. Breathe in, and as you exhale, hinge at your hips without rounding the back. Push into this right heel, and as you stand up, try to use your right glute. Breathe in, exhale, hinge back down. Should feel a big stretch in the right hamstrings. Breathe in. Good, exhale, come back down, hold pyramid here. So stay here, reach both hands down towards the floor. We're gonna rotate pyramid. Left hand holds right shin. Right arm sweeps out to the side and upward. This is tricky. Take an inhale. Exhale, bring the right arm down. Do that 2 more times. Inhale, right arm up. And trying to get that mobility through your back, through your spine. Big inhale, rotate. And then exhale, bring the right arm down and slowly stand the body up. Use the right glute. This left leg is going to step back, way back now, further back, and you're going to land on the ball of the left foot, and you're going to sink into this high lunge position. Draw the tailbone under, feel the left hip flexor stretch, and pulse in the front leg 5 times. We come up and down, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good, sink back down and stay here. Reach your arms up now. Hold the left wrist, pull the left arm back, lean over to your right. So you feel like your left ribs are opening. Inhale tall, interlace the hands behind the back now. Pull the shoulder heads back. See if you can get the arms to lift off your back nice and straight. And now put your rib cage on your right thigh. We're not done with this right glute. I want you to pulse up and down here. It's itty bitty. It looks like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stand all the way up. Windmill, open the arms. Find triangle. Triangle means my left foot and my left hip opened. Now my hips are open to the side mat, but my right foot stayed straight. See if you can move your hips without bending your knees. Look over your right arm. Flip your right palm to the ceiling. Reach your right arm up. Reach back. Reverse triangle. Big breath in here. Exhale, come back to triangle, and now go extended. So my right arm starts reaching forward. My right hip drops in a little, and now we'll take the hand to the shin. Turn your head and look up to this left arm. Reach the left arm to the ceiling. You really push your hips forward here. We're going to use the stomach muscles to stand out of this. So if I take my right hand off my right shin, I feel my obliques kick in. Come up strong, use your abs. And then as soon as you're up, bend your right knee to move to warrior 2. Make sure it didn't collapse inward, maybe wiggle a little bit wider. Internally rotate left arm and slide the knuckles into the low back. Okay, you're looking over this right arm. And you're going to move to side angle, putting the right elbow to the right thigh. Turn your gaze back up towards the ceiling and see if you can pull your left shoulder head back more. So just opening your chest. This really helps with posture, working on shoulders back. Beautiful. Exhale, take both hands to the floor, step back to plank. As soon as we find plank here, you can choose to hold it, and if you need the elbows, take the elbows, or hip tap with me like I showed you earlier. Take your right hand to your left hip, lift the hip, squeeze the belly, switch. Left hand, right hip, lift the hip, squeeze 2. Let's pick up our pace. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and that's done. Now, take a look forward, body straight, lower from knees or toes, all the way down to the mat. On the inhale, lift the chest for cobra. Good, and on the exhale, release that and take a child's pose. Whew, big rest. Okay, forehead rests to the mat. Sit on your heels, breathe. Give yourself a quiet moment. If you need to roll out the wrists, go ahead. You guys are doing great. It was a lot of work. Now we have to do the other side. Take one more big full breath here. And then inhale, come on back to down dog. You're going to reach your heels down towards the mat and lift up your sits bones. Really feel the stretching in the hamstrings and the calves. And then on your next inhale, look up through your thumbs. And as you exhale, start to move your body forward and then try stepping your feet forward behind your hands. Bend your knees when you get here. Inhale to half back and pause. Good. And then as you exhale, you fold in and tuck that chin. And then as you inhale, you reach all the way up, look up, and exhale, hands come down. Okay, nice work. We're gonna do this on the other side. Everything we just did, other side. Big toes are touching, heels are a little bit apart. Come into chair. Hold chair. Left arm up on the inhale, pause there. Relax your neck, pull your bum back more, pull your hips back more. Bring the left arm down. Inhale up the right. Hold it there. Let me see you keep dropping in that chair, yeah. Exhale the right arm down. Inhale both arms up, keep them straight, relax your neck, stay low in your chair. Feel the legs. Breathe, you should feel the muscles along the spine. Exhale, bring the arms down, slowly stand up out of your chair. Whew. Right leg steps back now for pyramid stance. Hands to your hips. On the inhale, puff up, and on the exhale, hinge over, feel the stretching in the left hamstrings. Push the left heel down, squeeze the left glute as you stand up. Good. Breathe in, fill up, exhale, come on back. Keep your spine long. Repeat, up, exhale down. Now we stay here. Number 3, we stay here. You reach your arms down. Here's where we get tricky. The right hand holds the outer left shin. On the inhale, the left arm reaches out to the side. Trying to rotate. Exhale, bring it down. Let's do 2 more. Inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, down. You got it. One more time. Inhale, rotate. Exhale, release. As you stand up, keep your spine long. Use your left glute. Lovely. Now our right leg goes way back for a high lunge. Get onto the ball with the right foot. Tuck your tailbone under. Squeeze your right glute. Feel your right hip flexor. We'll pulse out here. So drop in, come up, itty bitty move. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Nice. Stay in this position now. Reach the arms. Hold the right wrist, pull the right arm back, and then lean over to your left. Really open up the right rib cage. Inhale, back tall. Interlace the hands behind the back. Pull the shoulder heads back. Puff the chest. Let's see if we can lift straight arms off the back. And then you put your ribs on your left thigh. Look forward, chest is open. Now up and down, itty bitty move here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Come all the way up. Let the arms go. Open the body to triangle. Your right foot and your right hip opened. Your hips are open to the side mat. Move your hips without bending your knees. Look over your left arm. That looks really good. Flip your left palm up to the ceiling. Take a reverse. Big inhale, reach up, reach back. Exhale, come on back. Take extension. So reach the body forward, drop into the left hip, and then take your left hand to your left shin. We'll turn and look up to this right arm. And hold here. Breathe. Really feeling like the left inner thigh, left hamstrings are stretching. And you should feel this along the right waist as well. Now, release the left hand from the shin, tighten up through the belly, and stand up slowly from here. As soon as you're up, you move into warrior two, bend your left knee, wiggle the feet a bit wider apart. Take the back arm, the right arm, internally rotate it and slide the knuckles into that low back. Big breath in, exhale, take your left elbow to your left thigh. Now pull the right shoulder back, turn the head, look up towards the ceiling, hold here. And you can drop nice and low into this warrior two because we don't have to stand up. Okay, let's release. Let's take both hands to the mat, step back to plank. Plank position, hip tap, give me 10. Right hand, left hip. 1, 2, 3. Lift that hip up a little bit. 4. Every time you tap it. 5. Flex. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now hold your plank, look forward. Wrists are underneath the shoulders. Point the elbows back. Lower down slow. Settle your body on the mat. Nice work, everyone. Take your hands, stack them up. Rest your chin on your hands. We're going to bend the knees here. And then we're going to sway the legs. And we're just going to loosen up this low back. So as I bend my knees here, I want to make sure that my pubic bone is pushing down. Hip bones are pushing down. And then if it feels okay, let your legs sway from side to side. If that feels like too much in the low back, maybe just a gentle kick. Breathe here, relax here. Okay, we're gonna march the legs a little bit. So you are trying to keep your chin just resting on stacked hands. And your legs are not too wide apart. Try marching. So I want you to try lifting up your left thigh and tightening up that left glute, and then switch that to the right leg lift. We'll just do 10 of these, okay? Beginning here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get the whole thigh up. 6, 7, 8, 9, and that'll do at 10. Extend your legs straight now. Reach your arms at your sides, palms can be down. On your inhale, lift up for locust and hold it. Your legs come up, your chest, and your arms. As we hold this position, let's tuck the chin in so the back of the neck is nice and long. Really get your thighs to come up by tightening into the glutes. Lift your chest higher. Stay here for 2 more full breath cycles with me. As we breathe in, look for more height. Exhale, drop down a little. And then do that again. Inhale, more height. And then exhale, come down. As you come down, take your arms to your sides like goalposts. We're gonna open the chest. So you know that you're in goalpost position if your elbows are not below your shoulders like this. They are either right beside the shoulder or they can be slightly higher. With your arm at this position, roll onto your left arm and left leg until you start to feel that as a stretch across the left side of your chest. And if you want to rest your head either on your block or on the mat, go ahead. Or you can keep the head up and you can just kind of look over that right shoulder. This right leg, it can step back and upward. Or maybe you want to see if that right foot will be flat on the floor with the right knee pointing upward. Big twist there, big chest opener. And release that. Roll across your stomach. Set up the right arm. Make sure the elbow's not too low. Roll onto the right arm, right leg. Step the left leg back. Play with your neck a little. Sometimes I bring my head up and down, so close the eyes, breathe, and maybe just bringing the head to the mat and lifting it up feels nice. Maybe it doesn't feel nice. Find a place that you can breathe. You should be focusing on the right shoulder, the right chest. Okay, we're gonna let that go. Beautiful. Bring your hands beside your chest. Peel yourself off of the mat. Okay, round your back here. Just give your back a moment to relax after that. Now before we come to our seated, I want to try that side plank with the bottom knee lifting. And you know that you might not want to do that and you just want to hold the side plank, and that's okay too. So come up through table and let's begin on the right hand and the right knee. My right hand and my right knee are in a line. And then as I open onto the side, my left foot is in a line with the knee and the hand. Okay? Get this left foot flat, and if you push that left foot down, you should feel like your inner thigh activates. You could choose to hold this the whole time, or try lifting the right knee 5 times with me. So if you're ready, tighten up the belly, pick up this right knee, maybe kick the leg out, and then we're gonna bring it back down to the mat for 1. Repeat. Bring it back for 2. Lift, maybe extend, bring it back down, 3. 2 more times. 4. And there we go, 5. Okay, let's come on to the other side. Your left hand, your left knee, and your right foot come onto a line. Push the bottom of the foot firmly into the mat. Feel your right inner thigh kick in. If you're lifting this left leg, let's do it. Pick it up, extending if you wish, bringing it back in. 1. Breathe. 2. Make sure that your left wrist is under the shoulder the whole time. 3. This is tricky. 4. One more time. Major inner thigh, core and obliques. 5. Bring it back to table. Swing your legs around, come to seated. We're going to take a hamstring stretch. If you know your hamstrings are real tight, I'm just going to grab my block here. You might want to sit up on something. Okay, and you got to be honest with yourself when it comes to a hamstring stretch. You don't want your back hunchy or rounded. You want to be able to sit up really tall, have a lumbar curve, squeeze your legs straight, toes to the ceiling. As you sit here, reach up, feel that you can get that lumbar curve. If this is extremely tight, I want you to prop up. I want you to stay on your fingertips and on your arms and hold here today. Okay, if there is no stretch happening here and you know you can hinge over at the hips, keeping your spine long, then let's go ahead and do that. Close your eyes and breathe. Okay, if your shoulders round up into the ears, you probably hunched the back. So think about pulling the shoulders down, sticking out the chest. And then hug your stomach muscles in just a little bit, just in case you are rounding. Hugging the belly in helps to support the back. So it's a good habit to get into. Just let these hamstrings stretch out. Nice work. We did a lot of work today. We got in our obliques, leg raises, lots of lower back. Some good glute work as well. So we'll just take these last few minutes to sit into some deep stretches. And then inhale, come out of the hamstrings. You've got it. If you were on a block, you can remove it. We're going to cross the ankles, or sloppy cross legs, we call this. Keep your left shin in front. Keep your right heel coming in closer to your body. Okay, and this left shin that's in front, I'm flexing the ankle, my toes are forward. Bring your hands to your knees. As you breathe in, lift your chest and pull your shoulder blades together on your back. If this feels tight in your hips, you can stay here. If you feel like you can come forward, then go ahead, reach the body forward and look for the stretch in the left hip. And as soon as you feel the stretch in that left hip, you can hold, close the eyes, breathe fully. And if you want to find a little bit of movement or walk yourself away from the left leg, so walk right, then try moving around a little bit here. Use your breath, close your eyes, focus on that left hip. And then as you breathe in, lift up and switch legs. Okay, we'll bring the left heel in close. We'll take that right foot out in front. First thing you do is look for the length in your spine. Hold your knees, pull your shoulder blades back and down, puff your chest. And then from here, lean in. Look for the stretch in the right hip. Close your eyes, focus on that. Okay, don't force anything. Wait for that feeling of contraction to go away before you try to get deeper into a stretch. If you want to twist and turn, walk the hands to the left this time. Using the sound of that exhale, hearing it in the back of your throat to relax you. And we're going to inhale and come up. Nice work. We're going to make our way to our back, and we'll get there through boat. So I want to get you into boat with every class, move you to low boat and see if you can hold hollow. I think those are good little tests to see how your core strength is doing. So for your boat position, look for length in the spine, lift the chest, lean back just enough, feet come up, peel the belly. You can stay just like this, or you can make it a little bit more challenging by straightening the legs or lifting the legs up. Really pull the belly button in, and now let's find the low back. Let's see if you can get there with control. So just notice how you do today. Can you drop with all the control? I feel like I like tucking my chin in a little bit as I do this. That helps somehow. And then get into the lower back. See if you can hold here. And if you feel like you're good with this, then you really test yourself and you reach back with the arms and you hold hollow. It's one of the most challenging positions to hold. And then we just let it go. Come down onto your back fully. We're going to take a lying twist. We'll begin by bend your left knee, hold it with the right hand, your right hand to the outer left knee, and then draw that left leg across the body and look out to your left arm. You can keep that left arm long, or you can take that left arm into the goalpost position, whatever feels best for your left shoulder. Close your eyes and fill your lungs here. Good. Slowly roll onto your back and switch sides. Pull that right leg in, holding it with the left hand at the outer knee. Take that right arm extended or bent, look at it. Close your eyes, fill your lungs. Relax. Okay, as you roll back onto your back, let's take a little bit of the happy baby to finish. So you're just going to start happy baby at the knees. You hold on to the outsides of the knees here, and you're trying to get into a wide leg position. You rock a little from side to side. If it feels like you could go for the ankles or to hold on to the feet, then reach further down the leg, but don't bring your feet close together. Keep them wide. And as you rock from side to side, you're thinking about bringing the knees down towards the mat on either side of you. At this point in class, if you feel like there's anything you missed that you love doing, by all means, go ahead and do it. Okay, if you love finishing a practice with shoulder stands and plows, and you know you do it safely, then go ahead. Otherwise, just keep rocking out a happy baby. For anyone new in class today, we do finish in Shavasana. I end the meeting on my end, and I encourage you to stay there for as long as you need to today. I don't want you to rush up. When it is time to get up, do so slowly. Okay, so let's go ahead and finish in Shavasana, exactly how we started. We'll go ahead and just extend the arms and the legs. I'm gonna close the eyes. Give your body a full scan here. Notice if you're holding tension across your chest or in the shoulders, and let it go. Bring that little bit of space between your teeth. And I just want you to notice if your breath feels different here, if it's a little longer and fuller. And you just want to lie here and observe how your body's feeling. Try to be in that space mentally where you're just watching your thoughts go by. You're not really attached to them. And if you can give yourself a few minutes without moving. Your biggest, fullest breath. Total stillness, observing your mind and your body.